for the two young children at this hour. The power of that water tossing cars to the side of the road, flipping others upside down. In Warren County, New Jersey, this car buried in rocks and mud. Just north of Philadelphia, a sinkhole knocking a freight train off its tracks right there, one car carrying chemicals. And tonight, of course, the other major concern moving in yet again, the air quality alerts spreading. Take a look at this. This is Boston's skyline today, the haze across much of the Northeast. And here's the map tonight showing the smoke as it moves in from Montana straight across to the Northeast over the next 24 hours. All of this, plus the record heat, tens of millions facing dangerous temperatures. And tonight, the temperatures being recorded in the waters right off of Florida, what they're seeing already. Ginger Z is here, but first, ABC's Trevor Ault leading us off on the deadly storms. He's in Warren County, New Jersey tonight.
Tonight, first responders in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, north of Philadelphia, are desperately searching for two young children still missing after their family's vehicle was overtaken by a wall of water.
These people did not drive into high water. They were caught. This was a flash flood.
Police releasing these photos of 2-year-old Maddie and 9-month-old Conrad Shields. Their mother, 32-year-old Katie Seeley, did not survive. The family was visiting from South Carolina on their way to a barbecue when they were swept away. Seeley's husband, another child, and their grandmother survived.
We ask that you continue to pray for the return of Conrad and Mattie and for the safety of all those committed to bringing them home to us.
The storms are part of a powerful system that rocked the Northeast from Connecticut to New Hampshire. A sinkhole being blamed for this train derailment just outside Philadelphia this morning. At least one car carrying a chemical used for dry cleaning. Thankfully, no injuries or leaks. To the north, drone video capturing the devastation in Warren County, New Jersey. Karen Berlinski and Eva Smith's home flooding on their anniversary.
I was in shock for 2 days, and now all I want to do is cry. Because everything, we worked so hard, and we don't have a lot of money.
Governor Murphy declaring a state of emergency. And David, emergency workers tell me there was so much rainfall, a river diverted and came barreling over this hillside. Look at all this debris here. This is a highway here. And while emergency workers are trying to get it cleared out, the water now just continues pushing down this side street. It's putting even more homes at risk of flooding. David?
A summer of extremes, and we're only midway through it. Trevor, thank you. The other part of the story tonight, the life-threatening heat wave. Authorities pointing to evidence of climate change again here in this country and across Europe. In the U.S., more than 90 million Americans in at least 15 states under heat alerts tonight. Phoenix hitting 110 degrees for an 18th day in a row. And as I mentioned, the alarming water temperatures off Florida tonight and what they're seeing in the coral. ABC's Victor Kendo out on the water tonight on this heat and the changing climate.
Tonight, this record-breaking heat wave scorching millions across the country, around the world, and in the ocean, threatening lives and livelihoods. Phoenix tying a record for 18 straight days of 110 degrees or higher. The air conditioning failing at this apartment building.
We can't even cook. We can't even do anything at home. As soon as you turn the stove to cook, it turns to 95 degrees inside.
Overseas, parts of Europe on fire as that Mediterranean heat wave intensifies. Evacuations near the Greek capital of Athens as a wildfire rages out of control. This inferno in Spain's Canary Islands destroying 10,000 acres, forcing thousands from their homes. And here in the U.S., more evidence of the changing climate. The temperature in the waters off Florida, normally in the 80s this time of year, now in the 90s, threatening vital coral reefs.
Some of our long-term monitoring sites here off of Miami are starting to show signs of early coral bleaching.
Over time, excessively hot water can kill coral, causing those white spots. Experts warn this could be one of the most severe bleaching events ever, with the peak of summer still to come.
The Florida Keys literally would not exist if it were not for the coral reef tract.
And the water temperature off Miami Beach, 95 degrees today. Miami just hit a record 37 consecutive days with a heat index of 100 degrees. David?
Really is extraordinary. Victor Kendo tonight. Victor, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z tracking it all. And of course, Ginger, as I mentioned a moment ago, it's only mid-July. We still have a long way to go here this summer.
That's the thing. It started so early, David. So now it's pick a record, any record on the map. Let's focus on Phoenix. Not only this morning waking up for the 8th day in a row, which they've never done at 90 plus consecutively, but breaking that record of 110 plus. And there is no end in sight. Somewhere like El Paso that has seen a consecutive 100 plus for 32 days, that smashes their old record. And they'll keep smashing it day after day because we stay much above average through the end of the month. Now I want to take you to the other part, the smoke.